Welcome back to Blue Zone Homestead. In this vlog we are going to make the leek and potato soup with a twist. First of all, it's a lovely day, so we're gonna go to the garden and pick all the ingredients and gonna forage as well. And we come back to the kitchen, get everything ready, and we're gonna make this delicious soup. So if you're interested how to make leek and potato soup with a twist, you are welcome to my kitchen. See you in the garden. We're going to harvest some parsnip, carrot and leek. Oh shoot. Some of these now going to seed, so I'm not sure what they're gonna be like, but this is time to all these lovely parsnip to come out. Look how beautiful this is. Just damaged it. Shoot. But that's gorgeous. Maybe a few more. Oh wow! Look at this, friends. This is an amazing parsnip harvest. So that was in the ground from last year. Wow! What do you think, Willow? Do you want to try some parsnip? Do you want some? Let's see if you like parsnip. He said yes. Yummy? Is that nice? Yummy? Good boy. Beautiful weather. I'm so glad you like this. You know, we've got loads, look. Mum, we've got loads. Yes. My little sweet Willow. Oh, that's yummy. You're such a lucky goat. You're closest to the garden, you got the most treats. Yeah? Yeah, that's right. You got the most treats. True. He really loves the leaf. And eats the stalk. Nice. Good boy. Nice. You want to play now? You want to play? Oh, you little stinker. Nice? I love you so much, stinker. Be honest. You're such a little cutie pie. Yes, you are. There you go. Finish it off. Bless him. Okay, let's harvest some carrot and leek next. Make spring soup. I'm thinking like a leek and potato soup with a twist. And I've got that lamb ribs out of the freezer for tomorrow, and then we can make some roasted carrot and parsnip with it. Look at this beautiful leek. It's gorgeous. Is that in there? I think one is enough. It's huge. Let's have carrot. I don't think so. We need a spade for the carrot. Willow, do you want carrot? Here you go. Try this. Do you want this? Oh, that's nice. Nice. You can eat the carrot as well. That's good. Yeah. That's it. Nice. Ah, that's nice. She says no. No for a carrot. Next, I'm going to harvest some nettle top. I'm gonna put gloves on, and I'm just going to pinch the nettle like that, and we're going to put this in a soup. Oh, I love how fresh nettle smells. thinking we can put some celery in our soup. Bumblebee. Whoa! Look at this! That's gorgeous! Okay, let's go pick some wild garlic next. We come back later and pick some flowers for garnish. And for now, let's just pick a few leaves with that garlic flavor. Oh, smells strong. Okay. I think we need potatoes next from the annex. That's where I store the potatoes. Ooh. Oh, it's gone shooty. I need to go through again, friends, because they've really started sprouting. I might gonna do that job now. That really gone. Yeah, I'll do this now. Got some more in here. Let's fill this up. One more onion, it's like never ending. Okay, I've still got loads of potatoes left. Perfect. But I'm gonna do this right now. I am ready to make dinner. So today we're making leek and potato soup with wild garlic and nettle and a bit more bits and bobs. So let's talk about all of the ingredients. By the way, I've just made some beautiful herbal tea for drink, and I've just got some that pink elderberry syrup out of the freezer to defrost there. I've also have chicken stock from the freezer that goes to the soup, and I've got I washed and prepped the parsnip and a carrot. We're going to put this in this sachet. That's part of the next meal. So the soup, part of the soup is the chicken stock, potato, leek, celery, onion, nettle and wild garlic. We've got garlic powder, smoked paprika pepper, salt and white pepper. We're gonna use a bit of cayenne chili pepper, freeze-dried courgette and freeze-dried salt, garlic and basil tomatoes. And I'm going to start with putting on my saucepan with some lard on. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of lard to melt, and while that's melting, I'm just going to cut and slice the onions. So most of these, if not all of the ingredients, are homegrown onions. I keep saying this is the last one, but this is the last one from Bushy's garden. It's no more left. Potatoes, leek, celery, everything is from the garden. So all these being sown and grown from last year. Fresh nettle, we just picked, foraged in a garden, and the wild garlic, it's perennial, so that comes back every year, so we foraged that from the garden. Chicken stock from the freezer, from our home butchered chicken, what we butchered last year. What else? Freeze-dried tomatoes and courgette also from last year's garden. Garlic powder, smoked paprika pepper, cayenne pepper, last year's garden. So the only shop bought ingredients today is, I think that's enough, the salt and pepper and the lard. Okay, I think we can put the onion in for sauteing. You can cover this up. Put the lard back to the fridge, and we can chop up the celery and the leek next. And to deal with the nettle, I've got my kitchen gloves. So we still got so many leek, celery, carrot and parsley in the garden, friends. So we need to come up with recipes including all of these ingredients. After we've done the soup, so I'm just gonna add the leek and celery next, and then I'm going to add or chop up the nettle and wild garlic, and we get the spices ready, season the soup, chop the potatoes, put the potatoes in. But actually thinking probably I should add the potatoes first, because that will take the longest to cook. So to be honest, after I chop this up, I think we're gonna add the potatoes. And my chicken stock still frozen, otherwise I would have put probably the freeze-dried courgette in to dehydrate, but I think I'm gonna have to do that in water. So we'll do that in a minute. What have you been doing? What did you cook? Did you make something lovely? What did you bake this weekend? After this meal we're gonna marinate the lamb ribs. So I'm thinking of like sweet, I might use sweet chili sauce, barbecue sweet chili sauce. Maybe we can have a bit of extra sugar in that and season it with a few bits and bobs. Also making rhubarb crumble today as well. And I'm also thinking if you got time you can make maybe some ice cream. Perhaps rhubarb ice cream. It sounds amazing. Okay, so just chopping up the potatoes now next. And we're gonna add this in. This weather forecast I check my weather forecast on my phone. It changes like at every hour. It stresses me out. One minute it says we're gonna have frost, the next minute it says we're not gonna have frost. So I'm like having plans, you know, cover the potatoes what's already out of the ground and put everything in one greenhouse, so I can turn the greenhouse heater on. And then an hour later I check and it looks all good. Oh dear, let's check this onion. Okay, it's got nice colour in it now. Let's put the rest in. The onion's got a nice colour on it now. I'm going to add that frozen chicken stock and the potatoes, celery and the leek all in. I'm gonna cover this and I'm gonna have a cup of freeze-dried courgette. I'm gonna rehydrate that with some water, and we're going to add that in next. I have to come around this dog. I've got a litre, so just over a quart of water in this jug, and we're gonna put a cup of freeze-dried. I'm trying to not put the oxygen absorber in there. Cup of packed, shredded, freeze-dried courgette. Purely because I need to use this up. You know, I'll probably add another cup. Open just like that. Here you go. Tidy up my mess. And also, this is now got some all sort of shredded. It's losing its dryness now, to be honest. Still smells good. No sign of mold. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm just going to submerge this in that water. And I'm going to add all of this water and a lot to the soup in a minute. While we're waiting on that rehydration, I'm going to put this kitchen gloves on and we're going to chop up the nettle with that wild garlic. And we can put that in as well at the same time. That would give an extra nutrition and taste to our soup. Also, I'm gonna put some goat's milk in that as well. So we can just chop all this in here with the courgette. Perfect. Wow, it smells gorgeous. I love nettle smell. There you go. I think that's it. I'll just tidy up. Right, let's get the seasoning ready now. What we're going to put to our soup. I'm gonna add out half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of white pepper, teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of smoked paprika powder, heaped teaspoon. Smells amazing. And a little bit, a pinch of cayenne chili pepper. Right, and this is gonna be our seasoning. And also, open this jar. I'm also adding some of these freeze-dried tomatoes. Let's see if we can crush it a bit, just for the flavour. Yeah, I can powder it. It's brilliant. It's done really well. I've done this last year probably. It's still nice and crunchy. And it smells divine. Right. Freeze-dried tomato flakes. And that skinner turns like a powder. Brilliant. Okay, let's add everything to our soup now. The chicken stock now melted. Well, it looks like chicken soup. Or just vegetable soup, to be honest. There's no chickens in there. Smells already lovely. Okay, so now we add courgette, nettle and garlic and a liter of water. And the tomatoes. And the seasoning. All can go in. So the only thing what we need to add then in the end, we're gonna taste it, maybe some extra salt and pepper and the goat's milk. So I'll leave this in here now for about on medium-high heat, about half an hour, until everything softens and cooks together. It looks like spring in the pan. I'm going to finish off the soup in a minute. I'm just going to put the ingredients, the parsnip, carrot and onion, to the fridge for tomorrow's meal. So I'm gonna put this in this plastic bag, zip it up, and I'm just going to put this to the fridge. And then we're going to finish off the soup. I have decided to make another twist on that soup. I'm gonna use a liter of goat's milk. Into that we're going to add quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of garam masala, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, extra flavor, and half a teaspoon of salt. And mix this together. Add this to the soup, and as soon as it starts boiling, we'll take it off the heat and and our soup is done. We're gonna have a taste test, just in case we need to adjust any seasoning. And we're ready to do the next meal. Give it a good stir. And bring this up to a boil. Next, I think we're going to marinate this lamb next. So it's not 100% defrosted, sorry. I'm gonna do it anyway, keep it in the fridge, because we're only gonna do this tomorrow anyway. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon of avocado oil. To that, we are adding half a teaspoon of salt and a pinch of white pepper. I'm going to add a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon, basil tomato powder. It needs using up really, so we're going to add this in that. I made this a few years ago. Barbecue sauce, homemade barbecue sauce. I'm gonna add the whole jar of this barbecue sauce. I'm gonna add, I've got this mixed white and brown sugar, and we're gonna add a tablespoon of that. See my measurements? And then we add sweet chili sauce. If I can open it. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. I think half a jar is enough. Like this. So I'm just gonna cover this up with shower cap, and I can go to the fridge for the rest of the day and overnight. Probably we're going to have some chips or roast potato with that, and roasted, honey roasted garlic and carrot as a side. But we can also see how I'm thinking what we've got in the garden, so we can also have steamed asparagus with it, or kale, you know, or cabbage. It's amazing. It's amazing cooking this way. Okay, so let's put this back. I'm gonna put this label back on it so I know what it is. Sweet chili sauce. I am reusing my labels every year, so I reuse the jars year by year as well. Elastic bands usually don't last more than a year. It gets, so I need to chew this now. That's one. But I reuse all these as well. I've just tasted that soup, and it's missing on a bit of flavour, so what I'm gonna add maybe tablespoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and let's put a little bit of vinegar, just a white vinegar. Like that. And I'm thinking maybe to add a bit of this ginger juice. Just a little touch. And now we're gonna have a taste test again, and let's see if the flavor improved. And I've decided to blitz this soup after it cools down a bit. A little bit of cayenne chili. Not much, just a sprinkle. And I think we're good. Since I've made this soup, we've tried it twice. So we had it twice for lunch. And the first time when we had it, my husband said, why didn't we put poached egg or fried egg on the top? And I think that was a brilliant idea. So the second time we had it, I put fried egg on the top, and let me tell you, it was delicious. We had it with sourdough bread, and it's just had spring soup written all over on its soup. Well, upcoming weeks and months, I would love to make more soup recipes. So let's give us a chance to harvest loads together and cook together and try the food together. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. And the next one, it's gonna be when we're gonna make the sweet chili and barbecue lamb. And Sandy, thank you. And rhubarb crumble and my homemade vanilla ice cream. But for now, bye friends.